Is it better to trade currencies or indices in today's day and age? Well, you might not think it's important, but I'm sure after you watch this video, you'll understand why it's very important. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Vussy Magz. Go ahead and subscribe, like the video if you find my content helpful and stuff like that, right? But if it doesn't even matter though, I'm gonna keep being content to you guys, you feel me? So in today's video, I got a subscriber requested video, and I just want to say before I even tell you guys what the question is, I just want to tell you guys I appreciate all the questions, and basically you guys interacting with me is what I appreciate the most. Because listen, if I try to make all these videos by myself, nigga, come on, I've said like 20 videos or 25 videos, I'll be out of ideas, you feel me? But because you guys keep asking me to make stuff, that's what basically brings more life to the channel and stuff like that. So shout out to you guys, you feel me? So let's go ahead and dive into today's topic, man, you get me? Let's talk about it. Does it affect your trading career and stuff like that if you just trade currencies or if you trade indices, you feel me? Is it even important to know if you should trade currencies or indices? So first and foremost, damn kids is making noise, bruh. I'm not the type of person that goes to the internet and asks these questions before I come here and, you feel me, make a video for you guys. I basically tell you what I think works based on what I have done. See, so the first thing that you need to consider is your account size, bro. You need to know your account. You need to know how much your account can tolerate with leverage or without leverage, and also know the amount of leverage that you're using on your account, right? So let's go deeper into this thing. So when it comes to your account size, say you want to trade indices, right, but you only have $50 in your account. I'm sure the people in the comment section will tell you what's gonna happen to that $50 of yours if you take it to indices, right? Versus if you take that same $50 and put it into currencies, you feel me? Which option is most likely to succeed? You taking $50 and putting it into indices, or you taking $50 and putting it into currencies? Personally, I think you're most likely to succeed if you're trading currencies. Because what? Currencies you can trade at such a lower lot size, right? It's such a lower volume as compared to like indices and stuff like that. Because with some of these brokers, man, even if you're trading 0.01, it's the same as a standard lot, which is one standard lot, you feel me? $1 per pip. So if you're trading at $1 per pip and you have $50, it's only gonna take 50 pips to wipe you out. But if I'm trading at 1 cent per pip, how long is that gonna shake me out, even if I just have a mere $50 in my account, right? So I think you need to have more equity in your account, more funds in your account before you decide to go and trade indices. And versus with Forex, now you can trade it. Forex, I feel like Forex is better if you're trading it as a beginner than you as a beginner going to trade the Nasdaqs, the US 30s, and the VIX 75s and stuff like that. Those stuff are way better to trade once you have the enough market experience, right? And the amount of money in your trading account, which takes us to the second thing, to the second point, right? Which is your trading experience matters, bro. You see, with things like indices, when it comes to trading experience, it's a need, right? It's a must. It's like those jobs where you qualifying, or you not qualifying. You see, like, just based on this video, you guys can tell I've never ever had to submit a CV in my life. But I'm trying to say, you know, those jobs where they require a lot from your CV, bruv, and you just came out of varsity, you don't even have a thing. Maybe you just have an internship under your belt, and this thing is telling you about 6 years experience of this and this. You need to have gone to the moon, or you need to have gone to space first and come back and stuff like that, you feel me? And you just like, bruh, all I have is an internship under my belt. How the hell am I gonna do this? Then there are those jobs like ShopRite, bruh, where nigga, even if you don't have a varsity thing, varsity qualification or whatever, at least metric, you feel me? At least metric. You just need to understand that you can talk English, you are literate only, you feel me? So that's a rough example of what I'm trying to say. But with currency pairs, you literally, it's gonna be way better for you to like go from the ground up, right, than it is gonna be for you to go from the ground up with indices, because currency pairs are more forgiving than indices. Indices, I feel like they're not forgiving these things, bro. Like, you can lose your account just like this. You can still lose your account just like this in Forex, but in Forex you would literally have to have risked a lot for you to blow an account. But in indices, bro, even a 0.01 can wipe you out, you feel me? So as far as experience goes, right, I would say build your market experience first. As far as current like trading goes, we're talking about trading as a whole now. Build your experience through Forex, right? Through the currencies, through the majors and the minors. Don't go to the exotics, right? The exotics have crazy spreads, crazy what you call this, crazy swaps, right? And all these things. So it makes it harder for you to even enjoy the money or even gather up the money, because the broker takes such a large chunk from the exotic pairs. So focus on majors and minors, right? After you build up your portfolio, your trading portfolio, and you start finally seeing things, and everything starts to finally make sense, and you start to finally see your account starting to grow and stuff, starting to, you feel me, to gradually grow. You're starting to, you feel me, you're starting to even withdraw every month and stuff like that. Then, right, only when you're comfortable trading Forex now, should you now start to venture out to indices, right? And even then, when you're venturing out to indices, I don't want you to go as crazy as you can. Now that you have your newfound powers and abilities in Forex, right, don't use those powers to the full extent on indices, you feel me? You might just have to use them a little bit, you feel me? A little bit, you feel me? A little bit, you feel me? Don't go all out when it comes to indices, because these things are more volatile compared to Forex currency pairs. These things are crazy, you feel me? These things are crazy. I like to have this analogy, right, of a good girlfriend and a psycho girlfriend. You know, if you guys have ever had a psycho girlfriend, I'm not saying I have, but I'm just saying between these two, you know, a situation which is more stable and a situation which is crazy. This one is just unpredictable. It's just erratic. You feel me what I'm saying? So when I'm talking about too volatile, I'm trying to say that there's too much movement with this one. It's more unpredictable. If you think Forex is unpredictable, when you go to these things are crazy. These things are psycho. It's like psycho pairs, you feel me? But there's so much money to be made from them, right? There's even more money. You can make more money than you can trading a currency pair. Like the average currency pair, you can make more money there because of the distance that this thing travels when it's going up or when it's going down. It moves, man. You understand? So these are some of the things that you need to pay attention to. These are some of the things that you need to know. Indices aren't just indices because you're seeing it on Instagram, someone saying hashtag NAS100 what on their bio and stuff like that. Shout out to them or whatever. It's good for them, but don't think that's all it is to it. You start trading Nasdaq today and tomorrow you're putting NAS100 on your status or on your bio. It does not work like that, bro. There's a lot of work that you need to do for you to qualify to start trading indices. So for me to you, go to the currency first and then start building up your thing. After you've gained stability, a little bit of stability, for me, at least you can grow monthly. You can grow a Forex account on a monthly basis. Only then should you go to indices and start venturing out to that, but also take it a little bit easier as starting out, right? So it's your boy Vussy Magz. I hope you found value from this video. If you still have more questions about this, tell me in the comment section. And this is an ongoing conversation. I might have to do a part 2 and stuff like that, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, fam.